Hey. Today I wanted to come on really quickly and talk about, to my channel and talk about suffering in silence. This whole epidemic of we think people are okay because on the outside they look like they have it all together, but behind closed doors they are falling apart. Before I get into that, let me just say I am Tanya Robinson. This is my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Please go ahead and subscribe so that you can get more of this content that I'm putting out. My YouTube channel is dedicated to the fierce woman who is looking to take her life to the next level branding up in here, rebranding my melanated sisters. But listen, I wanted to get into this. So again, tap subscribe so that you can be notified, hit the bell so that you can be notified when I go live, and let's get into this. So today I just wanted to come on here because I was listening, I was online and I saw an article come through about Anthony Bourdain. And many of you know, some of you may not know, that he committed suicide not too long ago. He was a chef. He had his own show. I forget the name of it, something, but he went on adventures all over the country and just going and really into the land and enjoying the different types of foods that were being offered by the people who lived in those lands. And it was a really interesting story to see how people actually lived, see the foods that they ate, and sometimes you like squirmed a little bit when you're like, you're gonna eat that? But he was down for it, and it was a really good show. But it was hard to hear that someone who appears to have it all, right? We look at some of these individuals and we're like, this man is traveling the world. He's doing exactly what he appears to want to be doing in his life as a chef. And he's going out and he's like, really looking at cuisines from all over the world. Appears to have it all together on camera from what we can see, right? The next time we probably see him is on a clip on a news show for whatever, or on a blog, or someone's interviewing him. But at all of those instances, people appear to have it all together. And if you know anything about my content and who I speak to a lot of ladies who are either have gone through traumatic relationships or divorce. And the one thing that I know is people suffer in silence. You never know. This could be your best friend sitting next to you, and you would not know that when she goes home, closes her door, kisses her kids and tucks them in at night, she gets in her bed and she's sobbing. She is sobbing, and she's just sometimes thinking, is this the end? Sometimes she's thinking, maybe everybody is better off without me. Because life is happening so fast. She's in a relationship with someone who did not value her, who is not valuing her. And now she's come out of that relationship, going through the separation, possibly going through the divorce. She's by herself and she does not know what the next step is. But when you see her outside, she got it together. Her kids are looking good. She's looking good. The job looks like she's okay. She's going on to work and she's putting in all that energy. She has energies out there. She's just there for everybody else. She's there listening to everyone else's stories and helping them through their traumatic experiences. She's there just giving and giving and giving to everyone else. And because she's giving, because she's always there, because she's always reliable, because she's always pouring into someone else, many people don't stop and ask, hey, how are you doing? And want to hear the answer. That's the thing. We walk around every day and say, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? How's you feeling? How's the family? But we don't really want the answer. We don't, a lot of times we're like, I ain't got time for the answer. You just say, hey, and keep it moving, right? But sometimes that person is really screaming out. And I'm of the notion where someone who is always helping someone else constantly, they're dedicated. Yes, you have those. It's a beautiful thing. that you can dedicate your time to giving into someone else. It's a beautiful thing. But sometimes I just wonder, are you doing this because it's filling a void in your life for something that you want? Are you sitting there pouring yourself into someone else to get away from something that's going on in your life? Those are the questions that I always think about. Why? Again, because I was that person. I was that person. I would go to work and you would never know that I was suffering in silence at home. I was going to work and you will never know that I had just spent 2 nights in jail for domestic violence for something that's just a whole nother story. You would never know. Never know. I'd come in and I have myself together. I'm coming in, I got all the energy for everyone else. I'm just like a big ball of burst of energy, and I'm just, helping this person out. This person needs this, I'm helping them. This person wants to go to another level in their career, whatever, I'm helping them. We have projects that we're running and we're just going full speed ahead. Got it. Yes, I'm good. Hey, sister, I'm good. Family's good. Oh my God, kids are great. But you don't know that I'm saying that and I'm weeping inside, because I know, and the person that you're asking that question to knows you really don't want to hear the answer. They know that sometimes you just don't have the time to sit there and pour into it for me to lay all my burdens on you. And a lot of times we feel guilty. We don't want to do it. We feel like if we do it, it's going to embarrass us in some way, because then it's going to take away for everything that we present ourselves to be. So we're coming out as if we have it all together. But if I sit here and tell you that, just yesterday I felt like committing suicide, killing myself, ending it, how are you going to view me? Are you going to take me serious then? Are you going to want me to work on your projects with you? Do you want to hear what's actually on my mind? How is that going to be received? You don't know, so you suffer in silence. And that lends to ladies feeling like they don't have a voice. You're in certain situations and you're just sitting back because there's all this stuff going on in your head and everybody else is pulling from you, but you don't know how to actually get through it. So listen, I understand that totally. I get it. So I'm gonna leave you with something to actually, if that is you, drop a 1 in the comments. If this is resonating with you, leave me a comment, drop a 1, tell me yes, that this is actually resonating with you and you feel you can understand exactly what I'm saying. And if this is you, listen, let's talk. But I'm not gonna leave you. I understand the problem. I'm gonna tell you how I was able to get from having those feelings of doubt, insecurity, shame, all that, and really push through where those thoughts and feelings of despair and feeling like I don't have in control are just gone. No longer. So listen, the first thing that I did, very first thing I had to do was find someone who I could confide in, who I can trust with what I was saying, who I know that when I give you this information, 1, you're gonna honor my information that I'm giving you, my stories, my pain. And 2, you're not gonna use it against me, because that's one of the things that's a total disaster. When you tell somebody, isn't that the worst? You tell somebody your information and they use it against you. Man, that right there, no. But you've got to find someone who you can trust to start pouring this information out of. For the first person that I went to is I found a therapist. I found someone who I can go to her at a scheduled time and I can sit there, and if I wanted to cry, I would cry. She would just kind of figure out what it is that I needed in that moment. And that was a release. That was the beginning of me turning it around and say, you know what? No, I don't. I no longer feel like ending my life. I'm valued in here. I'm valued. I know I'm destined for more. I'm not my circumstances. Those things happen to me, but I know there's a bigger lesson in here that I have to learn. And I had to go through the process of that and learn the lesson in it so that I can get myself to the next stage of life, so that I can show up for my kids. So the first thing you need to do is go and find you some type of, and I would think, depending on the level of severity, if you're in the process where you're thinking about ending your life, definitely you need to go get some serious counseling. And don't be ashamed. Call up those domestic abuse numbers, those national suicide prevention numbers. Call them up. Call them up, because we need you here. So find somebody that you can talk to. And the second thing I did was I found what it was that I needed for me to make me feel alive again. I had to figure out what it is that I needed in life to make me want to get up and have it and build that next level of my life. And for me, it was building my business. So now I sit here and I help the ladies who went through exactly what I went through, exactly what I'm telling you, everything that I've described here. And I help ladies get to that next level and help them do what I did, was start a business, because that was therapeutic for me. Man, listen, you have to figure out exactly what it is that you want in life, because there's something that you've always wanted to do. So while you're going through your therapy and working it out, figure out, okay, what is it that I've always wanted to do that's going to just ignite me, so that every day that I wake up, I am on fire and I'm there and I'm making it happen for me, my kids, my legacy, whatever it is. You got to figure it out. You got to sit up there and figure out what it is that you want to do. Because there is something that's been given to you. There's a gift that God gave you, and you got to bring it out and go for it. You got to go for it. 100%. Put your all into it and just keep going. Don't let no one stop you, derail you, or nothing. And know that it can always change, because you are changing. And it's okay. It's okay. So listen, find somebody to talk to and figure out what it is that you want that's going to ignite your soul and your passion, and go for it. Go for it. And in the process of doing that, make sure that you're working on your mental, physical, spiritual, and financial state. Make sure that you're honing in on those, because that's all about you. Right now in this season, what I learned was it was time for me to focus on me. Because how many of us, we get into marriages and we just lose who we are as people, as women. We lose who we are because we're just so nurturing. We're pouring and giving into everyone else because kids have to be, we got to raise the kids. We were there for the spouse. We were there for the in-laws. We were just there for everybody except ourselves. Now is your time. So find somebody to talk to. Figure out your next level. And let me tell you, getting to your next level is going to require another set of people to talk to. And that's where coaching comes in. Let me tell you, do not try to do it alone, because it's not easy. It's doable, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to come with its trials and tribulations, because that's life. That's life. And if you want to have that next level of greatness, find you a coach. Find you someone who's been where you want to go, and just go take everything that, just be a sponge. Just be a sponge. Just eat up everything that they have to give you. Everything. Listen, if you need someone, I'm here from you. I am a coach, and I help my ladies transform to the next level of your greatness, so that you can be awesomely you, because you deserve it. You deserve it. But if there's someone else, look, it doesn't have to be me, but find somebody. There's so many people out there that you can talk to. Find that person. But let me tell you, you come to me and I'm going to get you. Look, I've had ladies who come and they just were like, I don't know, they just didn't have a clue of what they wanted to do next. Not in a negative way. It was just, that was a state of mind from everything that they were going through. But they knew they wanted more out of life, and they were ready to roll up their sleeves and get it done and figure it out. And let me tell you, the success rate of these ladies out there killing it for themselves. Killing it. And then opening up that world so we can continue to march on together. Because there's going to be another level. There's going to be something new that you want to do in life. There's going to be a change. There's going to be a new vision. And you're going to have to step into it. And every time you do, you make sure you have somebody that you're actually working with along the process. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to my YouTube channel today. Again, I just wanted to talk about suffering in silence. There's so many women doing it. The person sitting next to you that you had lunch with, your girlfriend, she may be suffering in silence. Don't discount someone when they're going through and you haven't heard from them. When they're putting on that big smile, tell them, ask them deeply, how are you? Seriously, how are you? What do you need? Listen. Tune in to the next video where I'm going to continue to share with you more tips on, growing in your life, or the next level of your endeavors after a relationship or a divorce, and stepping into that new business that you want to actually create for yourself, whatever that may be. Because I believe every woman should have a business. Whether you're working for someone else, every woman should have a business of her own. So you guys have a blessed day, and I will talk to you soon on the next video.